me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I.
Oh my God, that is gross.
Chet.
Shouldn't look like that.
Chet, we're live, buddy.
Hello there. Welcome to the
Breathe, man. Breathe through your nose.
Me, myself, and I show. Oh God! Oh, that! Oh, seriously? Welcome to the mic and.
Chet, you okay? You want to do the announcements one more time? You okay?
Oh, I'm just good. I got a little tiny bit of a flu. Little tiny bit of a flu.
Okay, just say the. Okay, Brett, Chet. Hello.
Welcome to the Me, Myself, and I show.
Almost there. Just say the sponsor. Come on.
I just want my mommy to give me chicken soup.
She'll get you chicken soup. You just gotta say the sponsor. That's all I'm asking.
I hate my life. Here's the Mike and I show. Yay!
What about the sponsor?
Our sponsors this week are Mark and the Funky Bunch, and something to do with karate. Oh yeah, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsus from Wazilia Land. Go now and they'll give you a car for free.
No, they won't give us a car for free. Okay, Chet, you know what? Just go to the bathroom and start throwing up. All right, and drink some vodka.
If I'm throwing up something that's blue, is that bad?
That's vodka, and you need to knock it off and drink scotch like a man.
No, I mean like blue, like a Smurf kind of blue.
Okay, I'm gonna throw up. This is gross. All right, thank you, Chet.
That can't be healthy.
Okay, thank you, Chet. Good luck. Oh God. Nasty. Well, greetings, MMites. Welcome to episode Diecinueve. 19 episodes. First of all, let me get started. I apologize for Chet Jackson. He's been drinking a lot, and for some reason, he doesn't want to stop, even though when his stomach says stop, he keeps going. So I apologize. Anyways, this week's episode is sponsored by Waza Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. When you mention Waza Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and when you mention me, myself, and I, you get 50% off your first month of training. So mention my podcast, go to Waza Jiu-Jitsu, and you will get half off of training. No vodka included whatsoever. I don't make the rules. I don't want you to end up like Chet. Holy crap. Oh, my goodness. Woo! Wow. Greetings, MMites, and Corey, good to see you. Good to hear from you. Hope all is well. So folks, that's MMites, that's what you don't do. You don't drink like Chet. It's funny, but you know what? Whatever. I still love him. He'll get there someday. But yes, it's the 19th episode, ladies and gentlemen. 19! Yeah! 19! Usually people have like a milestone at 20, but no. 19 is the episode. People have a lucky number 7 or 11 or 13. Mine is 19. That's going to get stuck in your head, ladies and gentlemen. 19. You know why? Because a long time ago, me and my friends, when we went to the bar, we would just fuck with drunk people. And we would randomly yell out the number 19 to them. And just the reaction, I know it sounds stupid, but you know what? When you're drunk and single and you can't get laid, what's the next best thing you need to do? The next best thing to do is make it uncomfortable for drunk people. Especially the college douchebag guy. I just had 12 shots. Fuck yeah. those type of people. Then you go up to them when they're yelling. Then you say 19, and then they look at you like, what's the 19 mean? What's 19? What does that mean? Then you just look at them and say 19. That's what that means. What 19 shots? No, 19. And they go, I don't know what that 19 means, but I like you and I'm gonna buy you a shot. So my advice, if you go to a bar and you see drunk people, or just drunk people in general, just talk random gibberish to them and then say 19. It will stick. 19. Like that. Say it, Corey. Perfect. 19. So that's why episode 19 is so important to me, because of 19. Now it's stuck in your mind. 19. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about the podcast of the The podcast of the day, I highly recommend everyone subscribe to. After you subscribe to them, then you subscribe to mine. But the one I highly recommend is called Why I Write. It is produced by the National Council of Teachers. And each and every episode, they have a teacher guest, and they talk about why writing is important. Not just because it's a career path, not because it's what's taught in school. It's because it keeps your brain stimulated. Because, I don't know, we speak every single day, so we should write every single day. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be. I don't like, and, in one of the episodes, they were talking about one of the students saying, I hate to read. I hate reading. Reading sucks. Well, yeah, because, you're probably just not reading the right material, or maybe you should write the right material so you can read that. So it encourages everyone to write daily, as much as you can, whatever it is, poems, how are you feeling, because you know what, stay off social media. Don't write any poems on social media. Don't write any amazing quips or inspirational quote. No one gives a flying fuck about any poems you post online, because you know what? Everyone's going to say something about it. Blah, 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 in all caps. Well, I agree. Here's my feelings about this. Agree to disagree. Seriously, get a journal and write shit down. Whatever is going through your mind, when you're happy, sad, or not, write it down. And you never know what you can come up with. So, listen to that podcast. It's important, because where the educational system is going right now, it's going down the shitter. So encourage everyone to write, because before you know, we're not going to have teachers, okay? It's all going to be freaking robots, I guess. I don't know. It's going to, oh my God, I don't know. I know I'm not supposed to talk about the T word, and I don't want to talk about the T word, but every day I turn on the news, the T word is right there in front of us, and he's not educating, and he's not, I don't want to talk about it. I don't. But I do want to talk about the billboard that was in Arizona. If you haven't seen it, just log on and type in Trump billboard in Arizona, and it's a pretty powerful message. It's a picture of the T word on there with a nuclear mushroom crowd behind him, and then the dollar signs that are kind of like the swastika fonts. Yeah. That's where it's going. Dollar bills, y'all. But anyways, enough. I'm done. I'm done talking about him. All right? I just want you to write. Okay? So follow that podcast and write. All right? All right. We're good. It's been a busy week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie to you. I know I usually have like certain topics, but maybe today I just want to talk to you. Talk to you about how my week went. It's been pretty busy. Trying to get taxes done, trying to form everything, and trying to do stand-up in between. It's been, oh, I know. Before I move on to that, let me tell you what I just recently watched. And I know I'm a day late and $1 short, but I finally got a chance to see the movie Logan. Oh, my God. Logan. If you haven't seen the movie Logan, you need to see the movie Logan. This is the last Wolverine movie, and it's badass. I mean, it's blood, guts, cursing, heads getting chopped off, Wolverine's sick and he's fighting. And he's old, but he's still fighting like a badass. And it also is a tearjerker. I didn't realize that. I couldn't believe what I was like, oh man, I'm sitting there in the theater and just watching, like, oh shit, I'm watching this. And what the fuck is this? Why am I crying? This is bullshit. This is a Marvel movie. I shouldn't be crying during a Marvel movie. It's stupid. So when I got home, I told my wife that I almost cried during Logan. She got pissed at me. She got mad. So you almost cried during Logan? You didn't cry during our wedding? You didn't cry when we had our first child? You didn't cry at that? I'm like, whoa. Me and Logan had a 17-year relationship, all right? I've been through every single movie through thick and thin. I even sat through that bullshit Origins of Wolverine movie, and we still had a relationship, okay? Of course I'm going to almost cry in Logan, because this is the last time. Obviously, that didn't work. She's like, you're a pussy. And I figured out why women want you to cry. They want you to cry to them so they can see you in that most vulnerable state possible. You know why? So they can hold it above your head. Yeah. So if you ever yell at them, if you ever get in a fight, oh, remember that one time you cried, pussy? Do you remember that? Oh, son of a... Yes, I do. And I wish Hugh Jackman luck. I mean, I really don't give a shit. He's sitting on a pile of money, and now he gets to do musical theater on his free time because he has so much money. Can you picture that? This hardcore man, Wolverine, Logan, is doing musical theater, going back to his roots. Oi, I'm here in Australia doing music. I'm sorry, Mr. Logan. I'm sorry, Mr. Jackman. We can't pay you. No, fret. I could do this for free now because I'm sitting on a pile of money and collecting residuals. Let's do the Macarena on stage. Let's do that. Asshole. I hate that. I hate when we feel so bad for the last movie of someone when they're going to be doing something else for free or doing something else. And they want to, thanks for the millions of dollars, everyone. I still don't give a shit about you. Bye. It's all right. Can't hate on the brother because you know what? He got discovered and, he's just cashing in. How much money do you think he made out of all those movies? Too damn much. But can't hate on the brother. I can't. So, anyways, I did a great show last night. It was a lot of fun. It was interesting. I went to this comedy show in Vacaville. It was called the Bliss Urban Arts Center. It was a dance studio. That's the first thing. That's the beauty thing. That's the beauty about stand-up comedy. Just give us a mic and a crowd, any place, anywhere, anytime, wherever it is. We'll do stand-up for you. And as long as you're being attentive, you'll laugh. And it's so important to do stand-up nowadays. It really, really is. I mean, I'm trying to act and I'm trying to move into other avenues, but at the same time, I don't want to lose my comedy edge. It's important to keep comedy alive. Because if you think about it, stand-up comedy is the last art of freedom of speech. The last thing where no one can tell you what to do. No one can censor you. Sure, I could probably get canceled off of podcasts if I say something horrible and they'll probably throw me off the internet. But I'll still have a microphone and stand up. And stand-up will always be there. And it's the last form. Do you understand? Freedom of speech to say whatever you want. Even if someone gets pissed off, it doesn't matter. As long as you're funny, that's all that matters. So I went to this it was a cool little... dance studio. It was awesome. It was on point. It had all these cool tagging. It was very artistic in there. And it was probably like a group of about 50 people. It was, and we were just chilling and talking. And I was exploring new avenues. I actually broke, I went into another level of my stand-up. I started talking about how I was battling depression my whole life. And I made it funny, What other place can you go to talk about depression and talk about how you were battling it your whole entire life and make it funny? And people were laughing. We all had a good time, And that's what comedy is about, is to make everything that's horrible, let you know It's not a big deal. We're just on this spinning planet that's about to explode in a matter of seconds, but fuck it. Let's have fun. And that's what stand-up taught me. I also did a show on St. Paddy's Day. Oh, yeah. Happy belated St. Paddy's Day to everyone. I hope everyone got drunk and ate corned beef and cabbage. I hope hope you all had that. Wonderful stuff. If you didn't, no worries. There's always next year. But I did a show on St. Paddy's Day as well. And it was a very low-key St. Paddy's Day show. I wasn't used to. I was at the Comedy Spot in Midtown. And everyone was nice. I mean, like, this is like prime time St. Paddy's Day, like 8 o'clock, where everyone's supposed to be drinking. And on my way to the comedy club, this one girl, she was dressed all in green. She looked at me. I wasn't wearing green because, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I smoked weed and I took a shower with Irish Springs. So there's plenty of green on me. So, but she came in and she's like, "You're not wearing green, mister." You're not wearing green. Just want to let you know. You, sir, are not wearing green, and that makes you bad. I'm like, I'm sure if you had a couple more shots, there'll be green all over my face. I'm sure. And I walked away immediately because she was on the verge of puking. So, and I can't stand puke. I could see blood. I could have spiders all over me. I can have dog shit right in front of me. Doesn't faze me. As soon as I smell someone's barf, I'm throwing up. I am. As soon as I hear that, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. Because if I smell it, I'm done. I remember one time I took the family on a road trip. And my oldest, she threw up. I was like, I gotta get out of the car. You clean it, sweetheart. I told my wife that. I was like, you clean it. You do it. I can't. I walked out and I had to walk a block away. I don't know what it is, but puke's my kryptonite. Excuse me. Superman has a kryptonite, and it's puke. My bad. But it's gross. I gotta move on. But anyways, it was a low-key St. Paddy's Day show, and I had a good time doing it. It was fun. I wasn't used to that. I remember, what was it, about 8 years ago? I vowed to never, ever do a St. Paddy's Day show because of what happened to me 8 years ago. And what happened to me 8 years ago was my first big paid gig in stand-up. First really $50. Booyah. And it was at the Sonoma Chicken Coop in Campbell, California. And the booker came up to me and said, "Yeah, would you like to do a St. Paddy's Day show?" And she was a hot cougar. And I was like really attracted to her. I was single, so, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'll do it. She's like, okay, cool. Just come here. We'll give you $50. It'll be fun. It'll be like a little gathering. We'll be up here. And this place was awesome. Okay, it was like 3 stories. And on the 3rd story, it had a big stage. I'm like, oh, cool. St. Paddy's Day. People are going to get drunk. We're going to have a good time. And, it's St. Paddy's Day. I mean, what's the worst that can happen on St. Paddy's Day at a comedy show? What's the worst? So when I was driving there, I was all psyched. I'm like, this is my first. And I'll be headlining a 10-minute spot. I thought that was a big thing at the time. I'm like, dude, I'm doing 10 minutes headlining, $50 at St. Paddy's Day show? Oh, shit. I can't wait. Can't wait. I got to the Sonoma Chicken Coop, and it was packed, okay? It was packed. There was no parking. I had to park like 4 blocks away. I'm like, oh, my God, this is going to be great. This is going to be fun. And I got there, and I see everybody dressed in green and drinking, have a good time. It was like shoulder to shoulder. We were packed like sardines. I go on the first floor. It was packed. I'm like, oh, my God. What are these people going to do? So I went up to the 2nd floor, packed. Then I went up to the 3rd floor where the stage was supposed to be at, packed. Packed to the brim. I'm like, I didn't see the stage. I didn't see any lights. I didn't see a microphone. I'm like, how am I going to do this gig? I'm like, what the fuck? And everyone's drinking and singing all these songs and blah, 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 all that stuff. I'm like, okay. So I went to the booker. I'm like, are we going to do the stand-up show in here? I mean, obviously it was loud, so I couldn't really talk to her. I was like, are we going to do the stand-up show here? She's like, no, we're not. We got to follow me. I'm like, what? Follow me. So we went down to the second floor. I'm like, I don't see the stage. She's like, let's follow me. Went down to the first floor, and I didn't see the stage. I'm like, where's the stage? Fuck, come, we're almost there. I'm like, we're almost there. Then we went down to the parking lot, and this parking lot was packed to the brim. Okay, packed. I'm talking, there was no cars here, and there was a stage, and this band was just on the verge of finishing their song. So everybody was rocking. I don't know if it was an Irish ska band or whatever it was, but everybody was rocking and rolling. And I swear to God, as soon as I walked in, I looked at the stage. It was me and my other friend, and he was supposed to be my opening act or whatever. He's like, I'll go first and you close it. I'm like, all right, we can do that. And then as soon as the band finished, it's like, and everyone's screaming like, yeah, we want more. You guys want more? Fuck yeah, we want more. All right, we're going to take a 20-minute break, but right now, here's your comedy show. Here's the comics. Yeah, just like that. No introduction. They're like, what the and people were pissed. Okay, people were pissed off. They're like, what the fuck? Why? No, okay. When a group of people are hammered together, they act like children. Okay, they were like pissed. They were so pissed. Like, no, you can't leave. You can't. You got it. We need the music. What the fuck? Who is it? Who is it? It is somebody famous. You realize it's St. Paddy's Day. Everyone's wasted. This band just destroyed this crowd. And then now it's time for a bunch of no-name comics about to hit the stage for the very first time. And how do you think the crowd was? Yeah, my friend, he looked at me. He's like, I'm going to just go up and say hello, and then I'll bring you up. So he went up there. This is the thing. The band, this is the thing about, check out the band. The band didn't even introduce us, okay? He's like, all right, we're going to be out of the comics. We'll see you guys later. They were breaking down their equipment, and then they walked off stage. They're giving high fives to everybody, and they're walking. They're probably getting blowjobs in the back, whatever. And, then they left, right? And then they went to drink, and then I was like, and I looked at the book, and she's like, all right, have fun. And then she went back to her shit, back to running the show, back to running the restaurant, and and we were paid to do this. So my buddy, it was just an empty stage, no introduction, nothing. So my buddy went up there and he's like, all right, hey, happy St. Paddy's Day, everybody. Fuck you. We want the band. We want the band. So I was walking my dog the other day and he was getting booed. He was trying to handle whatever crap he was going. 3 minutes in, he's like, okay, you guys ready for your headliner tonight? Huh? You guys ready? Okay, let's bring up your hand. They're like, no, we don't want a headliner. We want the band. We want the band. Okay, your headliner, very funny guy. And this is what this asshole did to me. He's like, very funny guy. This is his first time headlining. I don't know if he's going to do well, but we'll find out on St. Paddy's Day. This is his first time headlining. Mike Betancourt. Awesome. Thanks for building me up, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you. So I go up and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And you know what? Then all of a sudden this random drunk guy just came up on stage and he's like, I'm funny. And some other people were laughing at the same time. There was this girl to the right of me that started crying for no reason, just broke out into tears. Just he's like, look at her, she's crying, and she's like, shut up. It was like this Irish argument going back and forth. You shut up. You shut up. I'm like, you can get off the stage. He's like, you want to go? I'm like, I'm trying to entertain. No one's laughing. Everyone's just, all you hear is that's everyone talking and yelling at the same time. And I'm trying to overspeak and talk louder. I'm like, yeah, okay, I think it's time for you to go. Then another person was shooting me with a laser pointer right in my eye, trying to blind me. And then I called him out in it, and he just threw Guinness at me on stage. I'm like, all right. I'm looking at my watch. I've only been up for 2 minutes. I still have to do my time. Otherwise, I don't get paid. I still had to do my time. I'm like, fuck. What am I going to do? I don't know what I did. Honestly, it was a blur. I did my time, got the fuck off the stage, got my money, and rolled out and vowed to never, ever, ever do a show on St. Paddy's Day ever again. Until Friday. And I was really worried about it. I was like, fuck, man. It's Friday. It's St. Paddy's Day. But these people were nice. They were attentive. I'm not used to nice people, especially at a comedy club, especially during St. Paddy's Day. I'm not used to that, you know? I'm not. But thank God the comedy gods blessed me with the luck of the Irish on Friday because everyone was nice. They're like, hello. And they're applauding, and they're like, it's nice to see you. I'm like, it's a breath of fresh air, you know? So my advice to you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever in a shitty situation, if you're ever stuck in traffic, realize you'll never have to experience a St. Paddy's Day show like I did, ever, because you're not stupid enough to go through that. Okay, you're like, if you saw that stage, you're like, fuck no, I'll take the loss. $50 ain't shit to me. I should have done that. Because it was a horrible experience. But you know what? I love stand-up. I love stand-up comedy. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go through this. And it was one of the top worst experiences I've ever had in my entire life in stand-up. One of the top two. My other one was at an Irish pub. I know. I got to stay away from Irish people. I think that's a problem. Right, Corey? I think that's my problem. I need to stay away from Irish pubs, people, holidays. Just be racist towards Irish people for a reason. Not because I hate them, because when you drink, they don't want to be entertained. And I finally learned that. 12 years in stand-up comedy, I finally learned on their day, on their holiday, if you're not playing a fucking flute or if you're not drinking with them, they don't want to be entertained. And I get that, and I respect that. I respect you Irish people. I really do. But I was at this Irish pub, and it was me and 3 other guys. We were performing, and obviously this one guy in the back was yelling and screaming, and they're like, hey, Mike, why don't you go last and close the show? I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. So I went up, and this heckler was being belligerent to every single comic that went up, just being an asshole to them. And then I went up, and then he was like, boo, you fucking suck, man. You suck ass. And I was like, and I was trying to do my jokes. Remember, we're at a bar. I'm trying to do my jokes. He's like, you suck. And I said something so easy that like a 5th grader probably could have thought of this. I was like, fuck you, dude. Why don't you? I don't fucking suck. You swallow. And then everyone was like, oh, you said you swallow. He's like, how dare you? Fuck you, man. I don't swallow. I don't do any of this shit. And then I tried to ignore him. And then he kept going. And then I said the next thing that got under his nerves. He's like, you suck. Get off the stage. I'm like, why don't you go home and go fuck your kids, you fucking child molester? That didn't go so well. Because he threw his drink down and he started charging the stage. I mean, he was about almost full speed running at me. And the bartender, like I said, she was about 6'6". I'm not going to say her weight, but she was a big girl, love her to death. And she was running. She's like, you need to get the hell out. You need to leave him alone. He's funny. And then he's like, shut up, bitch. I don't think he's funny, and you need to shut your mouth. Then this old salty Marine at the end of the bar grabbed him by the neck. He's like, you need to leave that lady alone and get the hell out of here. Picked him up by the neck and threw him out. While he was throwing him out, he's like, keep going, Mike. You're funny. And then I continued my stand-up comedy routine. So today's lesson, ladies and gentlemen, don't do stand-up. Unless you don't have thick skin. If you're not prepared to have that thick skin, ladies and gentlemen, do not do stand-up. I'm telling you, shit will happen. I don't know why. At concerts, people respect it. At everywhere else, but for some reason, but you know what? It's a badge of honor. Every time I get heckled, every time someone tries to charge me and I'm still alive, that's a badge of honor. And that's all I got to say about that. So, I can't believe it's time already. Holy shit, time's up. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much. Is it about to explode? It's going to explode, isn't it? Okay, I got to wrap this up real quick. Folks, thank you so much. And speaking of stand-up, I will be performing March 31st at the Swiss Park Bar and Grill in Newark. It's a bar. Come on out. You never know what you're going to see. You might see people try to fight me or not. I don't know. We'll see. I'll act like Logan. That's what I'll do. I'll act like Logan, and I'll cry in front of them. So, thank you so much for listening to me, myself, and I. Thank you so much, Chet. I hope you get better. And ladies and gentlemen, please, don't drink and drive, but do subscribe.